In lesson 69, part 15, we've come to the end of our series, Building from the Basics. So if you wanted just a distilled version of everything you need to play golf, technically, we've covered it in the last 15 pieces. It's a fairly complete work. What I just want to close in is that I've talked to you a lot about the way the swing works and the preparation, and I've talked to you about different types of shot making, emphasising that shot making is more important than swing making. I've got to improvise shots. But you can't think of nothing. It's very easy to think of too much in golf, but you can't think of, you have to have some swing thoughts in your mind. And I keep them simple: prepare, coil, release. So going back to that Tony Jacklin book my dad bought me, the 400 cartoon pictures, that was a jigsaw puzzle with no lid. I'm always at pains to give you the lid of the jigsaw puzzle, the overview. However, some of you out there will struggle with the concept of an overview and simplicity. The way your mind works is you would rather think of the jigsaw puzzle as 100 pieces glued together in order, because that's the way your mind works. You're a left-brainer, you're a Nick Faldo type, you tend to detail. But if you're a bit more like myself, a right-brainer or a no-brainer, then a little bit more creative. I feel things, I see them, I don't dissect them too much. And you have to recognise that there's some pupils that I won't teach well, perhaps my colleagues, my assistants would. It's just how you receive information. So I'm at pains to give you the overview. I don't want too much in your mind. So I used to say golf on the back of a matchbox, but now I'm talking about the golf swing on the back of a post-it note, quite a large post-it note as well. So that's what we conventionally know. All of us play golf with a setup, a backswing and a through swing. From novice to champion, that's what we do. And if you can keep it as your overview, you won't be too far. I just want to change the language slightly and say, rather than setup, backswing, downswing, I want to explain your function. You're preparing for balance. That's what your pre-shot routine is, a preparation for balance. The second phase, the backswing, is you coiling your left shoulder under your throat, and you're coiling in balance with good body angle. And then the through swing and the follow through, the through swing is now releasing in balance. You prepare with your mind, you coil with your left shoulder, and you release the shot with the talent in your hands. So however long I teach you, however long you play golf, you'll never depart from those three requirements. Don't go acquiring loads more bits, just perfect what you've got. You see, in martial arts and dance and music, the disciplines are fairly contained and can be appropriated in a relatively short space of time, but then you perfect them. And that's why Margot Fonteyn was dancing ballet in her 60s. It creates longevity when you're in perfecting mode. So if you have a slightly funky swing, well, make it work. Don't go changing it just for change's sake. Okay? So when you're practicing, go into perfecting mode, getting better at what you've already got. You only got 1.8 seconds to think about it. Improvisation's going to be a lot better than thinking about it. So, you know how thick a golf book can be, but whatever level I get to, if I teach a tournament pro, trust me, I've got them doing the same three things that you're doing. But because they're tournament pro, they're probably better at it. The thing that stops golfers improving is they're always having lessons, they're always in a state of flux and a state of change, and really the body gets confused. Persevere, stick with the simple stuff, and improvise, and you're going to enjoy your golf a lot more. So I trust you've enjoyed this last series, which is Building the Basics. It was 15 lessons, really distilling most of what I learned in the last 42 years of teaching. As you know, you can contact us through your website, through the website that we have, lutherblacklockgolf.com, and also you have the ability to ring me for advice and come for individual or group lessons. So it's early spring in Milton Keynes and Woburn. Have a great 2017 on the golf course.